Good morning. Welcome to my Patreon. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday. I want to go over some important news. China's surprise, years in the planning, an EMP attack on America. We're going to talk about that. That story's been circulating everywhere. I also want to talk about coronavirus may be weakening and even disappear on its own. But before we get into those two stories, I want to tell you about a conversation I had with my friend Chris and his father last night. Some of you guys are big Trump supporters and big Q followers, and Chris and his father are Trump supporters and Q followers. And last night, they tried to break it all down for me and convince me that Q was real. And basically told me, John, we don't got to do nothing, bud. Sit back, watch the show. Trump and Q are taking them down. This is what they believe, by the way. Some of you guys believe it too, right? Well, here's what they told me. And now Q didn't post these things, but they follow all kinds of Q-tubers who put all kinds of Q-related content out. And here's what the big majority of the Q-tubers seem to be believing right now. Chris's father told me Hillary and Obama, they've been in Guantanamo Bay for a long time for treason. Hillary was executed months ago. Obama was just convicted and got to choose his style of execution. He chose to take a knee and a bullet to the head. They believe this stuff from following Q-tubers, telling me, Jonxarmy, don't worry about it. Sit back and watch the show. The elite are going down. The elite are not going down one bit. They spread a fake pandemic around the world and they're forcing everyone to wear masks. And everyone's submitting. That mask is an NWO flag. The mortality rate for COVID-19 is less than 1%. It means people aren't dying from it. They also, at the beginning, said children seem to be immune to it. Do you know why? Because it doesn't exist. It's the common flu. Coronavirus is real, but all the hubbub about the hospitals are going to be overflowing, mass graves, it was all fake. It was all fake to destabilize countries. The NWO is 100% in power, and they're coming, and they're taking over. And I don't know how they're going to do it. I'd imagine, we'll get to this article in a minute. I'm rip-roaring to go on the EMP thing. We'll hold off for a second. But what I told Chris and his father is, you need to go back, look at Richard Nixon's presidential campaign. Because Trump has grabbed it right out of the playbook. He used it to get elected. He's using it again. Make America Great. Some of the points of his campaign that got Trump elected, they're almost the same exact points Nixon made. Law and order president, Trump was just pushing in the media and at this Tulsa rally that he's the president for law and order. Elect him if you want law and order brought back to America. Richard Nixon used the same thing. Dude, all this political shit is a stage. I don't believe we're ever going to see a person that's not one of them get elected. Trump's family's Jewish, and I love Jewish people. I'm not talking bad about them. But they're Zionists, okay? And some people believe that they have an agenda to destroy America right along with the NWO, which they're part of. Which means we got far left extremist groups or Zionists to choose from this election. Do you get it? They're setting the stage so that no matter what gets picked, the same results happen. I believe it's all part of a stage. It's all part of a play, an act, a show. Look, I hate focusing on politics and the president. But every single one of us, they have got us paying attention. Hey, everybody, look over here. There's an election. We're going to destroy the country if our side doesn't get picked. You get it? Everybody, look. Focus on Trump. Focus on Hillary. Focus on Biden. Focus on Minneapolis. Focus on hating the police. Focus on racism. You see what they're doing? Everybody, look over here. Look, look, look. Why do they got to have our attention? What happens if we don't look and we don't care what they're doing? They lose their power. This is how they stay in power. They put on big shows in politics. The savior and the devil, right? Good and bad, pick a side. You're gonna rock with the bad side or the good side. It's all a stage. And I think that the NWO, the elite, the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, the elite bloodlines, the banking families, dude, they're in full control. This is a controlled collapse, and there's gonna be a war. I guarantee it. This is how they deal with economic depression. They crash the economy, they reset everything, and then they start a major freaking war and get all the money. And I foresee that 100%. Interesting theory though. Side note, we'll give you something bonus information, then we're going to get into these articles. You guys have all seen how Trump's campaign ad got pulled down where he was making the upside down triangle. And I'm sure you've seen him do that on stage. Here's what a Mason told me. That Trump is a 33-degree Scottish Rite Freemason, and he actually is trying to battle the Illuminati, John, and that upside down triangle he makes is showing the sign that he's turning that pyramid with the all-seeing eye upside down and saving humanity. And that he comes from a good lodge, and there's also bad lodges, and right now the secret societies are fighting each other. I mean, he might be right. I don't know. I won't believe it till I see it, because all I see is social distancing, masks being enforced, places, cities taken over, the media is making people hate police, they're sparking violence and unrest and racial hate all over the country. I mean, that's what I see. If Trump was really our guy, why isn't he live right now saying what I'm saying? Why isn't he live saying, look, they're trying to overthrow the country and destroy America. All this is fake. The hate for... Like, dude, why isn't he saying those things? All he'd have to do is hold a press conference. You know what I mean? Like, you guys, they're trying to overthrow the government. Help. I need your support. He'd be elected like that. But you'll never hear the truth come from him. Because he's one of them. You know what I mean? Look, I can't even get on... I never made hate speech on YouTube, by the way. I can't even get on YouTube and express my beliefs and my thoughts and my theories without getting banned. You think somebody can make it to become the president and not be one of them? He's following rules. It's all a stage. It's all a show. I hope I'm wrong. I want Trump to save us. I want Q to be real. But I see things getting worse and worse and worse. I don't see anything getting better. But on to this story. China's surprise. Years in the planning. An EMP attack. It talks about how America is, falling apart. Racial divide. Divide between the police and the community. Coronavirus. Economy collapsing. And this is probably a good time for one of our enemies to... try to launch an EMP attack on us. So they're talking about it again. They're prepping people's minds. They're prepping our subconscious, getting us ready for the upcoming blackout. Now, Mr. Patriot, the historians who I worked with last year thought it was going to be last winter. I think they were early. Because, I mean, obviously, they're tapped into some secret society. All the information he fed me for months and months and months. Normal people don't have that type of information. So I think he knew the plan. He was shocked when it didn't happen last winter. I think he was early. I think he didn't know the time that it was going to happen, but he knew exactly what they were planning. And here we see for the past 4 days, EMP, 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 all back in the news. It's going to be a cold winter. I believe that they're going to use this election, no matter what happens, to completely divide the country and start a civil war. I think states are going to break away from the United States and be independent. I think they're going to collapse everything. I hope I'm wrong, but that's what I think. And imagine they've got all this fake race war stuff up in the news, putting people head to head, white and black head to head, and then they're going to shut off the power and make sure we have a purge type scenario here in the U.S. I believe that 100%. Which means we got time to prep. We got time to get the things we need. I'm gonna find, I'm gonna do some research today. I'm going to find the best, cheapest generator on Amazon, and I'm gonna order it, and I'll put a link to that generator in the description below of the one that I'm ordering, because I need one with me. My family, they have nice, expensive generators, but I need something small, something cheap, maybe a solar generator to have with me as I travel around. So before I put this video up today, I'll share a link with you guys of the generator I'm buying from Amazon, because I want it quick. Next, coronavirus weakening may disappear on its own, Italian doctor says. I wanted to bring up this headline because I saw some little kids playing outside with coronavirus masks on in their yard yesterday, and it made me sick. I wanted to say something to the parents. Like, don't you know that first of all, those masks do nothing but make you breathe in carbon dioxide, which reduces the effectiveness of your immune system so that you do get sick. Those masks do nothing. They are a flag of submission to the New World Order. You put that mask on, that's saying, I submit. I'm down. My mouth is shut. I'm wearing a mask. I'm not special. I'm just like everybody else. You get it? The NWO, the far left, their flag is a COVID-19 mask. So I love you guys very much. Maybe tonight we might go live, have a couple of you guys come on video via Skype so that we can get to know each other from inside the Truther group. If you're new to the Patreon, download the free Telegram app on your phone, tablet, or PC. Set up an account, name, profile image. Then go to the post section of my Patreon. You'll see an image for the Truther group. You can click the picture. It's a link. And if you've already set up your account, it'll just pop you right into our Truther group. So make sure you do that. Also, thank you. Thank you very much for your support. I was going to say something else, but I will save it for the first. I got a surprise for you guys. But anyway, I love you very much. We're going to be live either tonight or tomorrow, having some of you guys on so we can get to know each other. Peace. Jonxarmy signing out from the belly of the beast.